We learned creating React, TypeScript app, and we discussed about how to set up a database. This is MongoDB. MongoDB database. One app we are creating, end to end one application we create, and for that we need database and server side APIs. We will set up this. You can, even without idea of any backend technology, you can try this. So, but having backend technology knowledge is good. You can use any of your backend technologies. So here we are using the database MongoDB. Yesterday I showed you how to install, and I will give you the process how to set up for our project. You can follow the same. So what you do is, yesterday installing, setting up all I explained. So first what you have to do is database models. Today we will see database models. So for our project, what are the database models required? So what is the project requirement is here? We will have one is categories. We will have categories, and this categories will contain category ID and category name. So we will have categories and category name, and we will have admin. So admin ID and password. Admin have admin ID and password. These are two details. We have users, user ID, username, password, some email. These are the details we need to maintain. Categories, admin, categories, admin, users. Yesterday I explained the project environment. So user can, what user can do? User can register, user can log in, user will have a dashboard, and in the dashboard you will have all details. User can filter, sort, search videos. Videos will be added by admin, and categories are, every video belong to a category, so that we can filter videos based on category. Topic wise we can filter. Okay, so we need one more, videos. In that we will have a video ID, title, URL, description, likes, some views, dislikes, views, and comments. Like this we are adding some data. And every video belongs to certain video ID. Sorry, it belongs to certain category ID. This is the foreign key. That's the foreign key. Foreign key coming from categories. It is coming from categories. These are the database models we need to create. And in this now, we are adding some temporary data. People who are not aware of MongoDB, they should know that generally you have SQL based, that is actually SQL based, and MongoDB. What difference you will find is in SQL based databases, you will have database. In MongoDB also, we will have database. Actually, in database, data is stored in tables, but here you will have collection. That means MongoDB don't have tables. Data is stored in collection. So we call collection. Collection is table. Database is database and the table is collection. You will have record. Table have one row. Record is a row, and here you call it as document. That means MongoDB is having a database with collections, and every collection have a document, and field is field everywhere. Here you can call it as key, because here data is stored in JSON format. So you call the field names, column headings as keys. The terminology will be like this. MongoDB, we will have database, collection, document, and field. So let's create this first. With some sample data, I will add these database tables. Actually, database will have these tables. Categories is a table, admin table, users table, videos table. Here instead of table, we call it as collection. We need to add collection. In every collection, every record is a JSON type. Actually, they call it as BSON, binary object notation. So BSON types are almost all JSON types. So here, what you do, open MongoDB Compass and connect to the database server, create one new database. Already I have some databases. I will create a new database. You can see actually, databases you can handle using commands, or these days GUI environment is present. Majority database provide. Through that GUI environment, you can easily add. I will add everything with GUI. I will tell you some commands, because when you learn specially database like MongoDB, you will learn depth about it. Here, what we are doing, I will create this. You can see there is a plus button, and this plus button is a new connection, but already you are in a connection. So inside the connection, select the connection. When you select the connection, you will have create database. So create database, and any name for database, you can give any name. Suppose we will give as uh, already I have video name. I will give as suppose YouTube DB. That is some YouTube DB. I'm giving YouTube DB. In that YouTube DB collection, by default one table name. One table name I will give categories is one table name. Create database. It is created. You can see this is YouTube, and in YouTube you have categories. Like that, you add collection. Another collection is admin. Create collection. Okay, one more collection. Create collection. Users. That is another collection. Again, you create another collection. That is videos. Another collection. That means collection is nothing but tables. So what are the tables you need? So you need admin, categories, users, and videos. That is the model I given here. Categories, admin, users, videos. Now some sample data also you keep inside the tables. What you do, select categories, and you can click on this plus and insert document. Every record is a document, and insert document, it's a JSON type. You know JSON, clean up the code. JSON is a key and value. So you are adding into categories. It will have category underscore ID. It is some one, and category name, category underscore name. I will give as some Java. That is one name. Similarly, I will insert, I will add another cat document. Another document is so number 2, and I will give here some React JS. Okay, I'm adding another document. So this is number 3. Some I given like some Gen AI, some AI. Okay, we have few options. That's how you can add the data. We will put some sample data into this, sample data into categories. So what you do after this, next point, create a new database by name some YouTube DB, add collections. You have admin, users, videos, and categories. Collections are nothing but tables. Insert sample documents into collection. Suppose you have categories collection. In that, insert document. In that, one document will be category underscore ID. Category underscore name. So we have like some name. Like this, you add some data in all of them. Add some sample data into all collections. So we are adding some sample data into collections. Keep it ready. So with all some sample data, what is the specialty is because it supports ORM, you have videos table, and what admin can do, he can add video. You design a form and you enter the data and submit. Automatically the record is created and inserted into database. That means it will automatically create tables, update tables with the logic you written. It's a big topic, and when you learn any database you will learn about ORM. The current generation is using ORM in database management. So in backend technologies you will learn about it. What is ORM, OData, ORM, they are all very important. Generally, so here I need in this categories another one. Let's go to admin. In the admin, I am inserting one document according to our details. What we need, admin needs a ID. Suppose some John admin is one admin, and password. Admin have only two details. John is the password. Okay. Like that, you can have many admins, but admin no need to register. He will just log in with his user ID and password. Okay. After that, admin can insert videos. User can register. I am not adding any sample document. I am not adding any sample document. You can add sample documents, but when user register, automatically it will come. No need of design. And videos also, they will automatically add. Temporarily, I will add one video, insert document according to data requirements. Every video have video ID and every video have title. Title is some React JS. Every video is having URL. URL will be some HTTPS youtube.com and embed and some code. Those codes I will show you later. We can do. Next one is, so we have like description. So we have something about React. So here I given another one, likes. So some initially some likes, dislikes. So it's a number. I'm having views, some views, some comments, comments. Yeah. So thank you. Something like this. I just added one more. This belongs to a category idea, category underscore ID. It belongs to two because first category is Java, second category React, third category is AI. I given three categories. So this belong to React.js category ID. Okay. Now this is some sample data we are having. All the data is same like what you done in your JavaScript. Okay. Now data is ready. So user data categories, admin user also can have a user ID, username, but he will register automatically, it will come. Okay. Your database is ready now. Now how to communicate with the database? What you do is you try creating these collections and put some data. You just saw what data I kept. You just use that. Okay. Next, after creating database, how we communicate with the database? You need to create one API. You need a backend server side technology which can communicate with database, get the data and use it. And generally, to interact with any database from any backend technology, developer needs commands. While directly working with database, we don't need commands. We can directly insert, update, delete. For example, you want to modify the category name. What you will do? You want to modify the category name. What you will do? If you are a software developer and you have awareness on software technologies, when I move, you will see edit button, delete button. Nobody need to teach you. You don't need to tell that I don't know MongoDB, but you know at least basic symbols. That doesn't need any technology knowledge, common sense, right? Just simple, right? You click the edit button and you modify and you update and you cancel. It's not like somebody need to teach you this, right? So, but commands are important because this you can't do from backend technology. Any backend technology, how it will insert, update, delete by using commands. Some commands you should know. I will give that commands. After understanding database models, how to design, now I will give here database commands. Some database commands. These are database models. How to design, then database commands. If it is a SQL database, you have SQL commands, but it is non-SQL. How it works is, so database commands, it uses, so find. So it uses find. It returns all documents that match given query. Generally, what we do is, so we write like this: db dot collection name dot find, and here we write the query. You write the query. So queries are required. Generally, if query is not defined, so here, if query is empty, it returns all. What find will do is here. So I will give here below. Yeah. If a query is empty, then it returns array of all documents. Documents are nothing but records. It returns array of all documents, whatever documents are there. And how you write the queries. So generally, how you define the query. Query requires field name and operators. Suppose you are writing like this: key colon value. This means this indicates exact match. That means exact match. So key and a subquery is required. $GTE and value. So here what we do, $GT is greater than $LT GTE greater than or equal $LT less than. So less than or equal $NE. So not equal. These are all some operators we generally use for find. So usually these are the commands and the queries how we write. Because it is a non-SQL database, the commands are written like this. Suppose I want to find videos that belong to the category 2. Then what we have to do, db.videos.find, and the query is category underscore id is matching with 2. Like this we write. So what it is going to do, it is going to find and return the video whose category id is 2. If it is 1, it will return 1. If there are many, it will return many. Suppose I want the videos whose views are above 1000. Then how do we write? db videos dot find. Yeah. So here we write, yeah, db videos dot find. How you write the query is views is the key. It needs a subquery. In that $GTE greater than or equal to 1000. Like this we do. That means what it is going to do, it will return the videos whose views are greater than or equal to 1000. You can also use logical AND. So you can use logical OR inquiries. I am not going in depth about them because not required for our project, right? So if you learn MongoDB, you will learn so many queries. You will understand detailedly. So this is the find method for reading the data. Okay, now how to insert any record? We have to use insert one. Inserts a new document into collection. Insert many. Inserts multiple documents into collection. So syntactically we write db dot collection dot insert one. It is object. db dot collection dot insert many. This is an array of objects. You know, many means array. You have to mention every record as an object. Object means key and value. Right. Similarly, you have update one. It is used to update a document. Update many. It can update multiple. So what is the syntax here is db dot collection update one. Here you have to define find query, and here we have to write update query. Two queries you need to define, one find query, one update query. So we have dollar set update data in document. Update data in document at specified fields. You have like unset, rename, all are not required. Set is enough. Suppose I want to update the views of first video. We want to update the views of first video. Then generally how you write the queries, db dot collection dot update one. How to find first video? Video underscore id is one. That will find first video. After finding, what should be updated there? So we have to use dollar set. Set what? So set views as some 6,000. If you want to update multiple, you can put comma and we can update. So this is nothing but what this query is going to do. It will find the video with ID 1 and it will update by setting views as 6,000. That is the update command in MongoDB. First two queries are there. First query is find, second query is update. Update is done by using set. What you want to set, you need to define. Similarly, delete. Delete one. So it removes specific document. Delete many. It removes multiple documents. These are basic commands enough. db dot collection dot delete one. And here find query. How you write the find query? The same. Suppose I want to delete the second record or first record. db dot videos dot delete one, and video ID is matching with 1. It is going to delete that video. That's how we do. Just CRUD operation commands are enough. So now let's create the API. These are all the commands required. So your database related basic knowledge, what you need to know is this. So what you should do now, you must create a database add some data, and you know the commands: find, update, delete, and insert. These are the CRUD. Okay, once you know the commands, now what we have to do is server side API. So server side logic with APIs. How we can set up this? How to handle the server side logic with APIs? So you should able to create your own APIs. Your technologists will teach you how to do Java, .NET and all. So if you are a full stack developer, you will learn in Node Express.js. Here, what to do is go to your React TypeScript project and install following server side libraries. What are the libraries required server side is npm install. One is MongoDB, npm install Express, npm install is CORS. CORS is also required. Cross origin resource sharing. These three are enough server side libraries. So MongoDB is for connecting with database, Express is for creating API, and CORS is to control who can get, who can post, who can update, who can delete. That means which app can insert, which app can update, which app can delete, we can control. Cross origin, cross page postings, we can control using CORS. That is required. So you need to install all these libraries. Okay, let's go and open our project. Yesterday we created a TypeScript application. This is React TS project React. That is the app that we created. And in this, I just showed you a sample of how React TypeScript app works. We just learned the point. But now what we will do, we will use this for the project, video library project we will build here. So first step is, in this project, we will maintain server and client related same logic in same place, right? So what we will do, we will install server side libraries. How to install? npm install. One is MongoDB, another CORS, another one is Express. Save. I am downloading and installing all the three. So those three are ready. Those three libraries are ready. Okay. Next, what to do is, after doing that, add a new folder into project by name server. So add a new file into server folder by name api.cjs, common JS system, not JS, because TypeScript projects use common JS module system. So it should be CJS. If you are doing the same project with JavaScript, then it is api.js. So CJS, it must be CJS, common JS module system. Add a new file by name api.cjs. Okay, now in this, we have to write the server side logic, all the communication with database, everything we need to write. So first point is how this works. I will show you. So you go to the project, add a new folder into project server. Okay. In that API.cjs, that is the file. We have defined that file. Okay. Now, what you will do is you will write all the server side logic, but you should know what API you need to build. What is the API you need to build? Remember, this is all server side programming. Means every server side technology have a different approach of writing the business logic, communicating with their relative databases. So here in CJS, what you do is I will first plan all the APIs that you need to create. What are the API routes required? What are the API routes required for project? So tell me what are the API routes required for project first according to your project requirements. According to the project requirements, what are the API routes? First, in the project, user will, admin will log in. So then what we need a get method and slash admin. What it should do? So what it should do? It should return all admin users list. It should return all the admin users list. Okay. Next, get this is users. What it should do? Return all users list. All users list it should get. Admin will get admin, users will get all the users. And get categories. So return all categories. You have get, so videos. So return all videos. Another get, we will have video slash ID. So it will return specific video by ID. These are the get methods we need. If you want, you can filter video by category ID also. Everything you should write in APIs, or you can filter in your UI also by using use memo, use callback. You can do. Initially, these are enough because once you get all videos, filtering videos, searching, everything we can easily do on that. But we recommend to create every query server side. That is the best way. You want to filter, you want to search, you want to sort. For everything, you put a API route that is best for performance. Otherwise, bringing all the data, filtering it, caching it, it's risky if millions of data is there. Okay, these are the get methods. Next, what I need a post method where register user. What it will do? Insert new user into database. So another one is post. So videos. So simply I will give add video. Insert a new video. And put edit video slash ID. So update specific video by ID. This is like find by ID. Delete also. So this is delete video and you pass ID. Remove specific video. These are the API methods we want. So register, add, edit, delete. We can add a lot of functionalities, right? Now, your idea, you can implement on it, right? You can add all the ideas into that. So the basic CRUD operations with login register like options, we have to do this. Okay, let's create this and see. So what is our job now? Create these APIs and make sure that they are working fine. Then your project is ready for building UI. These APIs should work perfectly first. Let's see how do we do that. First, in API CJS, we need to import, and in CJS system, to import any module, we have to use require methods. So one is we need express. Express is require and express. So I need course. So require course. This is just like import. In a ES module system, import module name. But here you have to just use require method. That is nothing but it is importing which module? It is importing express module and this is importing course. One more we need constant Mongo client is equal to require. We have to import MongoDB, but MongoDB have server library, client library. We want client library, server library for administration. We don't want server administration. We want like interacting with database. So which library you need? Dot Mongo client. Mongo client is a class. That means from this module, you are importing a class called Mongo client. And all the class members you can access by using this reference, Mongo client. So we are importing all the library. One is Express, another course, another one is Mongo client. Okay. Next important what to do here is, after doing this, first we need to create a constant app by using Express. We have to create a server side app. Server side application is created by using Express. This application will handle request and response. And remember, this application should allow course so that anybody can insert, update, delete, or you can put restriction. Only these people can insert, update, delete. These people means only this particular IP address. So this URL, from there only accept the request, others block. We can control that. So this app must use course. It should use course. And not only that, this app must use another one, that is, generally when you are sending any data from any front end technology, the data comes in a plain string. It should be converted into JSON. You have to encode the data. So every technology needs that. So you have to encode the data. Different technologies use different terms for that. We call it as COM marshalling, converting an object to binary, binary to object. So Here we need to encode the data coming from front end and convert that encoded data into JSON. So this app has to actually, in old version, we used to have a separate library called body parser. But now latest Express.js, it is already having a inbuilt body parser. So you don't need to install a separate body parser. If you are watching any tutorials online, YouTube or some websites, you will see some people are installing one more extra library called body parser. That means they are still using an old technique, because in the latest Express.js, body parser is inbuilt available and it is required to convert the incoming data into JSON. How? App.use, you have to use URL encoded, express.url encoded extended to true. You have to set this. And app.use express.json. What this is going to do is it will allow the data to be encoded. By setting true, you are allowing to encode. Encode means data will come from front end in a binary form. It will convert that and convert into which format? JSON. If you don't do this, you can handle get operation, but post, put, delete will not work, because posting, updating, deleting requires JSON formatted data. So you need to convert the data into JSON. Okay. So now these are the basic inclusions. That means you need Express, app has to use course, app has to use this. Now you need one more, that is constant connection string. To connect with MongoDB, you need a connection string. Yesterday I showed you MongoDB connection string is MongoDB : /127.001 : 27017. Remember, every database connection string is different. If you are a software developer and you want to know how to connect with different databases in the world, you can watch this website called connectionstrings.com. You can visit this website. In this website, you will find the list of all databases in the world and their connection strings. Right? If you are a software developer, almost every software developer knows this website. Why? Because this is the location where he can find connection with any database in the world. Every database in the world, how to connect with the database, those all documents are present here, right? You can check there. Different connection strings. Huh? So to connect with MongoDB, you need this connection string. Okay. Now, after that, what we have to do? Now, our app must able to handle request. What are the API requests? These all API requests it should handle. Let's create them. So first, app.get. What is the request path? Request path is slash. What is the request path? Admin. And it uses a callback function which have two objects, request object and response. In every server-side technology, majority of entire work is managed by two objects, request, response. What is the role of request object? Request data from client, like requesting query string, requesting form data, requesting cookies. You can request data from client. What is the role of response object? Send response to client. HTML response, text response, JSON response, XML response, file response, you can send any response. So every server-side technology works with two basic objects, request and response. So now this is one. Like this, how many requests? App.get / users and request and response. Okay. Another app.get, what is it? / categories. Code we will write request and response. Okay. Next, what you need? Videos. So app.get slash videos request and response. Remember, these are all like routes you learnt in your routing concept. App.get and slash video, how to pass a route parameter slash colon. Parameter is ID and you will have request and response. Same what you learned in client side routing, similar path will be there. Slash colon for parameter. Okay. This is up to get methods. Okay. Next, what we need to do? Post method. App.post. Okay. The post method name is add video, register user. Okay. And request and response. First, let's create empty. Okay. Next, we need one more post. What is it? Post is videos. Add video. Right. Add video. Okay. We need another one. This is not post. This is what? Put. Put is edit video. So edit video slash colon ID. Which video to edit? Now one more we need delete. So you need delete. Delete video. Delete video based on ID. Okay, these all logics we need to write. These are all the API methods we created. These are the API routes. And what is the point? Now your app is ready. App.listen. Listen is going to start your app. Listen is going to start your app. Server is listening. You can make a request. Listen on which port number? I will use already our is 5000. I will use 4040, some port number. Make sure that already another app is not running on this port number. Console log, I will put here server started, API started, and 127 http://127.001:4040. That is the comment message we are giving. Okay, your server side logic is there, but it is currently empty. Temporarily to show you, I will use admin response.send. So admin details, just roughly I am using. Admin details will come, but we need to write the logic. I'm just using empty. Okay. Now what we have to do, how to start this API every day? You have to go to package.json. In package.json, you need to set up scripts. Yeah, here we will put API. How to run a JavaScript file? You already know. Node compiler. That means what we have to do, node. It is in which folder? ./server. In that there is a file. What is the file name? API dot what? CJS. It will run the JavaScript file. Already we saw TypeScript, how it runs a JavaScript file. By using node compiler, we can do that. Now, what you have to do, let's go to the terminal and here run the command npm run API. And automatically it says API started on this port number. But directly in this port number, when you run in browser, it is empty because we haven't created any default request. We have one request with response. What is that request? /admin. This is having a response. All our others are empty. Only this I created. It will get admin details and show. Now what we need to do in these API routes, we need to put the methods. What are the methods? What are the methods required? The methods required are connecting with database, get the data from database and send the data. That means now what this admin has to do. Let's see what to do. I will stop this because we need to make some changes. Control C, it will stop. and let's go to the TS file. We will go to the CJS file. Okay, here we need to write the logic to connect with admin. Here we need the logic. So what we have to do, connect with database, access the data of admin and return the data to the client. So for that, how we connect with the database? By using, so we have, this is the connection string. How do we connect is Mongo client. Mongo client has a connect method. Mongo client is having a connect method. By using this connect method, you can connect with database. It is asking connection string. Connection string is connection string we pass. Once we pass the connection string, it will connect. And remember, all the methods are promises. Recently, all libraries changed their method to promises. Earlier, they used to be callbacks. Callbacks means what? Connection string callback, you have to write like this. But now they are promises. Promises means, promise will have then catch finally. So what you have to do? Dot then. That means if connection is successful. If connection is successful, it will return a client object. If connection is successful, it will return one client object. What you can do is, through that client object, you can connect with any database. How to connect? Client object.db. DB, which database? Database name. Database name is YouTube DB. That is the database name. Now we can store this under a reference database. That means what will happen? It will load this database into memory and you can access the database using database reference. In that database, you have a collection. What is the collection name? Collection name is what? Admin. How to read all the data from admin? Dot which method? Dot find. What find method is going to do? Empty query. It will return all admin details. It will return all admin. We want all admin details. Dot then. But actually this find method, if it is returning multiple details, it is having two array. Two array means convert the data into array. After converting to array, dot then on success, get all the documents and send the documents as a response. That means response dot what? Send. Send what? Documents. That means our response object will send all these documents. After sending the documents, response dot end. Response should stop. Every response should end. Otherwise, it is still continuing in the memory. Now it is ready. Let's test this now. What we will do here, we will run API. API started again. Let's refresh and see. Admin should get me the admin data. It is working fine. That means it is accessing, connecting with the database, getting the data and returning the admin details. That is how we create our own APIs which can communicate. Remember, don't come up with how to do with Java, how to do with .NET, how to do with this technology, that technology. Those technologies people have to teach you. You are learning Java from somebody, ask him how to create APIs, how do you generate the URLs. You are learning .NET, ask him. Not React people. You should not ask React people how to create APIs in Java. That's like joke, right? Your server side what React people need? We don't care about your server side technology. Your Java, .NET, I don't care. React person needs only URLs. And what your developer, your trainer should train you until how to generate these URLs. And if it is not happening, that means you are not perfect, right? That means React people will not do any integration with Java, integration with .NET. That's a complete rubbish term. You don't integrate React with .NET. You don't integrate React with Java. We don't integrate anything. right? That means what is our job? Just provide the URLs and we use those URLs in the React front end. There is no integration at all, right? Because many people ask like how to integrate React with Java, why you are integrating, what is the necessity? So you are integrating HTML with Java to create a registration form. Yeah? You are integrating HTML with .NET to create a registration form. No, you don't integrate anything, right? That integrate term is completely, so will tell the interviewer or anybody that you don't know the technology first. There is no integrations. Okay. API requires just URL. The URL connects with the data, means URL will provide. Even you saw dummy JSON, you saw fake store. Do we know which technology they are using? I don't know. We don't need to know, but we are able to design an app for that, right? We designed an app with the data provided by them. That means we don't care what technology, whether API is using. We just need the URL keys. That's it. That's what server side technologies have to teach you, right? React people will not teach you how to integrate with Java. Java people will teach you how to use React. Understood? Right? Java.NET has to show you how to create the URLs. That's it. You can use that in your application. You can use in our application. That's what you need to do, right? Now, this is the point. Now, same, you have to create other methods. How? I hope you are clear now. You can create all the other methods. Huh? Let's do that fast. I will copy the same logic because all get methods are same. I will copy the same logic. What this has to do? It should get from who? Users. That's it. What this has to do? It should get from whom? Collection is what? Categories. Okay. What this has to do? It has to get from what? Videos. They all are ready. Now, this is important. Here we need to get ID na. How to request the route parameter. To request the route parameter, you used use params. Here we have request.params. That's it. Request.params will get the parameter. Now what we need to do, I will show here one more. What is it? Mongo client connect. Connect with connection string. If connection is successful, then use a client, then we use a client object. And what we need to do here, we will create a database, client object, DB method. What is the database? YouTube DB, that is the database. Database dot collection. Which collection? Collection name is videos dot find one, because only one record we want. We don't want all. Find one. And what is the query? Query is what? So where video ID, video underscore ID is matching with parse int. Parse int. Why? Because anything coming from URL is a string. So request dot params dot ID. And dot then on success, get the document and send the document as a response. Response dot send. What is it? Document. And response dot what? End. Response dot end. So all get methods are ready. You check this now. Let's open and run it. So what is it? This is, oh. So npm run API. Yeah. And you see now. So here slash categories, it will return all the categories data. Right? We are having users empty. We don't have any users data. And videos, we have videos array, but only one record is present, but it is returning array. But if I say videos of 1, then it will get one some problem. Video slash 1. Yeah, it is going to get only one video, and it is an object, not array. It is not array. So we created a request for handling this. Now what should happen? These post, put, delete methods we need to create. This is enough for today. First you try up to this. If you think that it is working fine and everything is perfect, so then we will continue inserting, updating, deleting related query. Once we done that, we will start building the UI. Tomorrow first I will check if you are having any issues. Right? First you try up to this, then tomorrow we can write the queries for, I will post this code. Tomorrow we will write the queries for inserting, updating and deleting. Then our API will complete. So then we can start building the UI using this API. Right? We have to build the user interface using this. So you try up to this and let me know if there are any issues. Tomorrow first, before the class starts, I will check if you have any problems or not. If you have problems, I will check your problems. If no problems, then I will continue. Tomorrow I will continue. Okay, right.